See, y'all treating me like if I'm constantly getting in trouble for it. And I'm not trying to be rude. I'm really not. But I'm the one that I am one of those persons that means it when he says it.
Did you think this was going to be rainbows and gumdrops?
No, I didn't think that. I'm just.
If you have that kind of attitude and you go into it,
Have an attitude, Judge, is just.
tell me.
It's a conversation.
No, but Nathan, I want him.
Like I'm just a hardened criminal. All I did was I was young. I made a mistake. I was 20. I made a mistake. I was drinking.
Please do not admit to committing the offenses. They actually have that's what they did.
But I didn't assault nobody. But I
You're pleading
understand.
guilty to assaulting.
But I understand.
How can I take your agreement?
At the same time, I don't like this conversation. We're walking away, and we're going to have a later court date. So you go over here.
So
This defendant walked into court facing DUI and assault charges, and it all went downhill fast. He was supposed to plead guilty. Everything was lined up, but then his ego took over. Right there in front of the judge, he suddenly flips his story and claims he's not guilty anymore. You can literally see his lawyer's soul leave his body, head in his hands, like he knows exactly how bad this is about to get. I've seen some questionable decisions in court, but this one's definitely top-tier self-sabotage. And trust me, the ending to this case will completely catch you off guard. Stick around because it's wild. Also, let me know in the comments, if you were the judge and a defendant pulled this stunt, how would you handle it? Let's dive in and watch.
driving while intoxicated, you're also charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year on the assault case and or a $4,000 fine. And on the DWI, you're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. What did you guys work out?
Including time served on the DWI, 13 months deferred on the assault conditions.
Okay. This is how you understand this agreement. You have 2 agreements on both of your cases. On the DWI, they've offered you 3 days in jail, credit for the 5 days that you've done. But you need to understand that that charge will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. From now on, you are facing a minimum of 30 days in jail. So this time served, it's a minimum of 30 days in jail. Anytime you get pulled over, an officer's going to look at your record. They're going to see this. What do you think they're going to do if you smell like alcohol or dope? I would never, even if you had a sip of alcohol, I would not get into a car because it is a humongous risk. As far as the assault of a family member is concerned, you've worked out an agreement. They're offering you a 13-month deferred. Deferred is a type of probation that if you successfully complete it, you do not end up with a conviction on your record. You must understand, though, that this comes with an affirmative finding of family violence, meaning that if you ever pick up another one of these cases, even if you successfully complete the deferred, you will be looking at a 3rd-degree felony, a minimum of 2 years in prison, a maximum of 10 years in prison. You can also never own a gun or ammunition as well. You will be signing this other piece of paper here, which is a written admonition that you are ineligible to possess a firearm or ammunition as a result of this plea bargain agreement as well. What you need to understand, it's firearm is a very loose term, so you need to understand, if you don't understand what a firearm is or what a weapon is, you need to talk to a lawyer because that's one of the conditions. Do you understand? When you pick up criminal cases, there are a lot of collateral consequences, as you now see. It can impact you in ways that you never, ever see. That's why you need to strive to never pick up any kind of case. And when you pick up multiple successive cases, it kills you. And now you're ending up with these things, with both of them. Anytime you come into a contact with an officer and they look at your record, you think that you'll get the benefit of the doubt. Be careful. That's all I'm going to tell you is be careful. Now, part of the agreement on the deferred, you need to also understand you give up nearly every right known to man by entering this agreement. If you fail to live up to the terms of this agreement, we will issue a warrant for your arrest, put you in jail, and now you're looking at an entire year that you authorized to put you in custody if you violate this. Do you understand? For you to complete this successfully, you have to do a Batters Intervention Prevention Program. It's called a BIP class. This is a 15-week, it's 18, right? 18-week class that you have to go to 1 time a week for you don't have to do this. You can set your cases for trial if you don't want to do this. Well, look, if you have that kind of attitude and you go into it...
The attitude, Judge, is just, I mean, I understand, you know, I messed up. I messed up. It's no one's fault but mine. I understand that, you know, but I really treated me like I'm constantly getting in trouble for it. I'm not. I mean, I understand. I got a DUI and I ended up catching another.
Criminal court. Did you think this was going to be rainbows and gumdrops?
No, I didn't think that. I'm just, you know, it's just.
You can tell exactly what kind of attitude this guy brought into court. The moment the judge mentioned showing up once a week for 18 weeks, he started shaking his head like a kid being told to take out the trash. Judge Fletcher has seen this kind of energy 1,000 times before, the mix of arrogance and denial. And honestly, showing up to court in a Nike hoodie while facing up to a year in jail, that's a bold move all on its own. Complaining about an 18-week class is basically begging the judge to throw you in jail. This is the classic type of defendant who thinks they can out-talk the system instead of just taking responsibility. I've seen that look too many times, and it never ends well. If you agree that this guy just made his situation worse, hit that like button. People need to see how ego ruins second chances.
And here's the thing, though, Mr. Faris, what you need to understand is if you think it was bad here, that's what you're saying to me now. If you think it's bad now, wait till you get out there in the free world with even more conviction on your record. Life will only get more difficult with the more convictions that you get.
I hadn't been getting in trouble for the past year. I got that DUI in 2020. I have not been in trouble for it since then. So y'all treating me like if I'm constantly getting in trouble for it. And I'm not trying to be rude. I'm really not.
How did we treat you that you're constantly in trouble? Tell me.
It's a conversation.
No, but Nathan, I want him. How did we treat you? In what way?
I mean, I'm not saying y'all treating me in any way. It's just like the way you talk to me. I have like I'm just a hardened criminal. All I did was I was young. I made a mistake. I was 20. I made a mistake. I was drinking. It was just a mistake.
Please do not admit to committing the offenses. We actually haven't discussed what yet.
You mean how I'm talking to you right now?
Yes, sir.
I'm telling you what to expect.
And I understand that,
and
but
I'm telling you how it's going to affect you.
And I understand that.
And I'm telling you that you can't own a gun.
That's fine. No problem.
You can't own any ammunition.
That is fine. No problem whatsoever.
If you pick up another assault like this, you're looking at 2 to 10 in the penitentiary.
But I didn't assault nobody, but I
You're
understand.
guilty to assaulting.
But I understand.
I'm not going to take your agreement. If you're telling me you're not guilty, then we're not going to do it.
That's how this works. You're pleading guilty and admitting that you committed a crime.
Okay.
If you stand up here and say that you didn't commit a crime,
No,
then you're not pleading
this
guilty.
isn't like, it's not a game. And I'm not going to let you plead guilty if you're not guilty. If you're not guilty, then let's try it. I'm not taking your plea of guilty if you're not guilty. That's it. You know,
At this point, I politely request that we reset this case, short distance, have the client's appearance be required.
well, hold on a second. How old is the case? I mean, the case is from 20, it's 510 days old? No. We set the case for trial today. That's it. And I'm not here to play games. If you're either guilty or you're not guilty, but we don't plead people guilty when they're not guilty. That's not a game that we play here. And understand, the way I talk to you now is in hopes that you don't pick anything up in the future, because
I have it.
do you know how many times I hear that?
I'm pretty sure you hear it on an everyday basis. I'm sure you do.
Same.
But I'm the one I am one of those persons that means it when he says it.
I'm going to hit the pause button.
You pick up a case in 2020, and now you pick up a case in 2023.
I'm going to hit the pause button here. What you're getting upset about is actually the language that the judge is required to say. He's not admonishing you about anything special about your case. He doesn't care anything about you. But what you're pleading guilty to carries with it these consequences.
I understand.
If you plead guilty to an assault from violence, there's an affirmative finding of family violence. It's explained to you. A second offense is automatically a third-degree felony. Third-degree felony punishment range is 2 to 10. If it's a strangulation, it's now 2 to 20 because it's a second-degree felony. This is automatic, has nothing to do with you, only has to do with what you're pleading guilty to. The DWI is similar in concept. If you plead guilty to DWI today, get convicted, which is what you're planning on doing. The second one is automatically a Class A misdemeanor. with a maximum punishment of a year in county or a $4,000 fine. That has nothing to do with the facts of your case and your level of guilt. It's just the fact that you were pleading guilty. At the same time, I don't like this conversation. We're walking away, and we're going to have a later court date. So you go over here.
So if you want to continue on the DWI and flip the assault, we can do that as well?
No, Judge. With him, we're not doing any pleas. At your request, I'll set the case for trial. I'd ask for 30 days. I'll have a conversation with him. And if he wants to get a plea, we can get a plea. And he will come here with the proper understanding.
It's not a big deal, but we either set it today or we...
I'll just set it today because it'll be long enough that we can have a conversation.
This right here shows just how fast things can turn in courtroom. One shift in attitude, and the entire tone of the case changes. The justice system actually gives people a lot of chances, but this is exactly why judges lose patience. You could see the judge was ready to go easy on him, but the second he started arguing, it was game over. It's wild how many people still think they can outsmart the court. The law might be patient, but it's definitely not blind. What do you think? Did the judge handle this the right way? Or should he have gone even harder to teach him a lesson? Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe for the follow-up to this case.